What's up, guys? Today, I want to talk about the shoe that completely changed the sneaker game. The vintage original Nike Air Jordan 1 from 1985. Check out this amazing pair right here. As you can tell, I wear them all the time. I'm going to throw them on right now. I bought this pair of shoes when I was in law school. I was in my first year of law school. I bought them on eBay. The auction was ending in the middle of my torts class, so I got up, ran to the library, placed a bid, won the shoes for 150 bucks, and I've been wearing them strong ever since. I don't know what it is about wearing OG Jordan 1s with black and red sweatpants, but it makes me feel like Michael Jordan. And I think it must be because of things like the poster behind me, which is this original Nike poster from 1985. Michael's wearing black and royal Air Jordan 1s and a matching black and royal sweatsuit. Anyhow, wearing these shoes and these sweatpants makes me feel like Mike. So I want to talk about the power of eBay. I used eBay to buy all of these shoes except for one. I bought this poster on eBay. I basically used eBay to buy everything that I ever wanted as a kid. And I also built a really successful eBay business selling shoes, which I absolutely love. So without any further ado, I want to take you through these few pairs of vintage original Jordans. The ShoeZeum has 15 pairs of original Jordan 1s. I picked out the best ones for this video. So let's get started here. All of them have their original boxes, as you can see. Whew! Black and red, baby. Gotta love them. So when you're collecting original Jordan 1s, there's all sorts of things to look for, like the hang tag. They came with two sets of laces, so you'll see the black and the red laces. The original box with the box lids. Back in these days, the lids were separate from the boxes, not like today. And you also want to look at the collars of the shoes, which is this top black leather part around your ankle. They're known for cracking and chipping. The Jordans here have very minimal chipping and cracking. Look at this pair. They're amazing. These shoes look like they were made yesterday. So this is the black and red pair. When they were released in 1985, they were banned by the NBA. And the reason why is because they were so bright and colorful, and the NBA just didn't want players wearing these shoes. So they fined Michael Jordan $5,000 per game for wearing them. Nike paid the fine, Michael wore them anyways, and everyone wanted Air Jordans. You'll see right here a white and gray pair. You'll also notice that I always handle these shoes by the soles and midsoles. I try not to touch the upper, because I don't want the oils or dirt from my fingertips to mess up the shoes. There's that original hang tag. You can see the collars have very, very minor chipping, if at all. These shoes are just beautiful. And the reason why I pulled out the white and gray pair after the black and red pair is because I wanted you to be able to compare what basketball shoes used to look like in the 80s with what the first Air Jordan looked like. So you could see why the NBA was sort of perturbed by this bright, provocative shoe compared to these plain Jane white and gray or white and navy or white and black, which is what the shoes used to look like back in the day. So let's work our way through to the next pair. Check out this bag, the athlete's foot. You gotta love when the shoes come with little bonuses like bags from stores that are no longer in business. I just think it makes the shoes priceless. I mean, when are you ever going to find another pair of original Jordans with the original bag? If you look closely at the box, you can see the athlete's foot sticker on there. It's just amazing. So these are white, black, and red. Look at those collars on this shoe. Look at the condition. They're amazing. Also, check out the soles. Another incredible thing about the soles of Air Jordans, they have these little stars on the top and on the heel. And that's a way that you can tell that they're authentic, and also a way that you can tell that they're unworn, because the stars are the first thing to start to wear away when people wear the shoes. On the heel, it's known as heel drag. Anyhow, I bought these shoes on eBay from one of those eBay stores where people kind of bring in their stuff from the garage and the store sells it for them. So the seller of these didn't know anything about this pair of shoes when they sold them, and I scored them for an incredible price. I'm going to move these over ever so slightly so I can make room to break out the next three pairs. We'll grab this one now. Ooh, I love these shoes. This is another pair of the Chicago Bulls color shoes, white, black, and red. Perfect condition. I just sold a pair of these on eBay from the collection for $3,400. And I'm sorry to say to the high bidder, but they're not even close to the condition of the ones in front of me. Check out these. Original hang tag and everything. They're just amazing. When this shoe came out in white, black, and red, Michael Jordan thought it looked like the devil's shoes and thought people wouldn't wear them. But man, was he wrong. I mean, this shoe changed the game forever. And what's in this curious orange box? Of course, another one of my eBay scores. These are called AJKOs, and they're made of canvas. Ooh. Look at this right here. Bought these on eBay. Let's pull this tongue up so you can see. This tongue just says Nike on it, as opposed to Nike Air, which is on the tongues of the previous models and also on the tongues of the 2013 models that they're calling OG. But of course we know this is the OG stuff right here. So, funny story about these AJKOs. Nobody knows what KO stands for. Some people say it's knockout. Some people say it's Korea. But nobody really knows. And look how fat the collars are on these crazy shoes. They're like thick and puffy, almost like moon boots. So we'll put these AJKOs alongside the Chicago Bulls shoes, or the ones that Michael thought looked like the Devil's shoes, and we'll get to this last pair. So this last pair is the only one that I didn't get on eBay. And when I built the ShoeZeum, I had this voice in my head. If you build it, they will come. If you build it, they will come. And I thought it was executives and athletes and sneakerheads, and it was. But you know what else it was? Shoes. People reach out to me every day saying, I've got this, or I found that. I want to sell it to you. I want to donate to you. If you build it, they will come. This pair of shoes came to me in that manner. Black and Royal Air Jordan 1s. Just like the poster behind me, look at the collars. I've said before that these shoes look like they were made yesterday. These shoes look like they were made an hour ago. They are pristine, perfect condition. So I get this email from this guy who says, hey, I'm in Henderson, right outside of Las Vegas. And I was just moving out to Las Vegas at the time. And he said, I have a pair of Nikes that I found in the garage. I don't know anything about them. They say Air Jordan on them, and they're in a black box. Imagine what I thought when I read that email. I got back to him. I said, send me some pics. He sent me a few pics. The pics were very fuzzy. You couldn't make out that the shoes were absolutely pristine from the pictures. But they got my attention enough to come visit him, and I bought these shoes for $1,000. And to be honest with you, he was happier than I was to come up on the $1,000. And I told him something like this is priceless. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't trying to take advantage of him in any way. He just really wanted that $1,000. So the only pair that you'll see up here that I didn't score on eBay are these amazing Black and Royals. We'll hold it up next to this really awesome poster. Look at that. You look at Michael's face in this poster, he didn't even know what he would become. It's so crazy to look at pictures like that when he was just kind of a young kid. So here you have it, some examples of pristine Air Jordans that I bought on eBay, and then the one that came to me because of the ShoeZeum. I also found this pair on eBay, metallic black samples. No box, unworn, and beautiful. You'll never see another pair of metallic black samples again. There's a website called Sneaker Files. I usually would put this down here, but I'm not going to mess up those collars, so you're going to have to just take one more quick look at it, and it's going to go bye-bye over here. We'll grab the other pair. So there's a website called Sneaker Files. They talk about the metallic black samples. They say you'll never find them, no matter what size you find them, buy them. These are 11.5, my ideal size. You can imagine how stoked I was to get them. And this is a great example of the chipping of the collars. So when you look up at the collar there, you'll see the deterioration, the chipping, the cracking. That's really the way in which Air Jordan 1s tend to deteriorate over time. I take incredible care of these sample shoes. Over here, another 2 items that I scored on eBay that I always wanted when I was a kid, Michael Jordan rookie cards. I can't even tell you how many crazy businesses I came up with as a young kid, selling lemonade, cookies at camp, whatever I could do to make a little bit of money, and all I wanted were these rookie cards and these shoes. When I was a kid, I was able to buy just this rookie card with money that I saved up from these little businesses. Eventually I sold it, and then I bought it back on eBay, and then the extended rookie card, very rare. This is almost priceless. It's graded a 9. But I like to include this with the collection of things from my childhood that I always wanted and found on eBay. And then the last pair of Air Jordan 1s that I want to talk about are the most rare of all and the most special pair in my collection. I keep them in a case. They come with a letter of authenticity, which says that the shoes are game worn, and then a letter of authenticity from PSA authenticating the signature. What we have over here is a pair of vintage original Air Jordan 1s, game worn and signed by the man. So here they are. One of them is a size 13. The other is a size 13 and a half. In Michael's second season, he busted his ankle, and Nike started making one shoe a 13 and a half and another a 13 to make room for all of the cushioning and padding and stuff that he was wearing to take care of that ankle. So here's one of the shoes. And then the other pair. Bam. Look at the toe, by the way. Look how much wear this shoe has. Think about a player like LeBron who wears a new pair of shoes every game and sometimes switches them up at half. Michael Jordan wore this shoe a lot. And look at that signature. Boom. PSA authenticated. I bought this pair on eBay for $5,000, and it's a really funny story. So I'm on an airplane in the middle of nowhere with the ocean beneath me, and I used a program called eSnipe to win this auction. There's a website called esnipe.com. You can go onto it, place the item number that you want, how much you're willing to pay, and eSnipe will place the bid for you. So since I was up in the air and couldn't bid myself, I placed the bid via eSnipe. Remember 13 years ago what I had to do to buy the pair of ones that I'm wearing now. I had to leave law school, run to the library, place the bid to win them. Now I used eSnipe. So I placed my bid with eSnipe, and there's about another hour left in the flight, and I keep looking at my phone, refreshing it, just hoping to get enough of a signal that I would know whether or not my winning bid won the auction or not. So as the plane's coming down, I finally get reception, get a message from eBay, congratulations, you won a pair of shoes. I was so excited. I knew the ShoeZeum needed a pair of game-worn, signed Air Jordans. These are them, my favorite pair, alongside some pristine examples, the metallic black samples, the rookie cards, and it's all because of eBay. None of this would be possible without eBay. I hope you've enjoyed checking out these kicks. Go on eBay, search for ShoeZeum, and you can see what's for sale at any given time.